Howdy, howdy.
Hello and happy Tuesday, everybody.
It's been a long week. It's been a good one.
I think the camera's on an angle, and I think I definitely did that wrong.
Whoopo.
The casualties of having a somewhat level bookcase. So I'm gonna fix that.
You fix that? Okay. In the meantime, how have y'all been doing? I know the world is a lot these days. I know it's a lot for us. Had some minor stress this weekend for things somewhat beyond our control. One of those, hey, wouldn't it be nice if money just did money things? Like, you have the money, you have access to the money. Like things like that. The things that you earned that you have access to, Anyways, the world is weird. I guess right off the top, I'm going to be a sad sack. So like there's news that Amazon just bought the company that owns, that made Roombas. Now, in addition to like owning the Ring light or the Ring doorbell system that they can use to have legal access to all those videos that you're taking of your neighborhood, they also have now access to the Roomba data that maps out your house. So it can determine things like, they seem to have a lot of toys on the floor. We can market more kid stuff to this household. It seems to be a fairly large house. That means their income must be at a certain level. Like, yeah, the world's cool and I love it. Hi, welcome to Variant Edition.
Look out, trouble's back.
Oh no! Oh no! Did you get Ben's second one up there?
I didn't.
Yeah, full on Batman 66 style it.
Yeah, I could have gone more of a tilt.
Or as they call it in Holland,
A tilt.
a tilt.
Wow. We are closer and closer to getting a flat floor in here that is not a carpet. Nope, that's the one.
Yeah.
Just one. We're closer and closer to getting rid of this carpet. So yay.
It's a cascading thing. So the leveler has committed to an amount. I need to double check if they've confirmed a day. I basically said any day but Wednesdays. Thank you. Then the flooring people can come in. So the floors get done. Then we can start putting things.
Yeah.
Here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bookcases here just empty.
Yeah, it's very sad. An empty bookcase is a sad thing. And then so the cascade can also be, then we can bring all those books that we're storing in a storage locker to our home.
Yeah, and then there'll be like a nicer background. Because I think one of my plans for temporary, because we do want to get a custom bookcase back here.
Yeah.
A fancy custom bookcase. Have some weird plans. I'm just going to take 2 bookcases and like cinch them together so that we can have 2 double talls behind us for now.
I like it. Yeah, we'll fill it with books, and so this will be really nice.
Yeah. And we can anchor them to the walls because we can do whatever the heck we want with a place that we own.
That's exciting.
We found out last week because we also got all the electrical done.
Yes.
Or redone anyways. We also found out that last week that this sumbitch got axles on it. So you just pop some wheels on this and baby, steer her out into the sea.
No, into the sunset, honey.
Oh no.
Oh no, you're gonna Thelma and Louise us, aren't you?
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Yeah. So this week was a lot, but you know, a lot of good things happened and some bad things happened, and I guess that's just life now. Being an adult sucks.
Yeah. The good part is across all levels, home, work, life.
Wait, you have a life? I only have home and work. Nobody told me to bring a life.
we're doing pretty good. Business doing well, not scary.
Mhm.
Home doing well, not scary. Plus, we own it. So what monies went out at the end of the month was way less.
Like utilities and stuff.
Utilities,
Um,
property stuff,
Right. Yeah.
because we chattel, baby.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Also, like, no mortgage.
I know. I love that. I love that. And we have a shed, which is pretty cool.
Got a shed. I got a pocket knife.
Yeah, he's dadding it up everywhere. It's
I
great.
fixed a gate.
He fixed a gate with a drill.
Yeah.
So I think he's a real man now.
Uh-huh.
He was just a boy before. He's all grown up.
Full on dad energy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was amazing. That's pretty cool. No, things are good. Like, you know, things are things, but and the cats are running around. So the camera may or may not just fall over at some point. I'm not gonna lie. It might happen.
So they were just completely zonked out while we ate.
Yep.
Just absolutely zonkered.
And now everyone has the zoomies.
Well, I liked before they were zonked out when Joy was literally doing leaps over Max as she ran back and forth in the house.
I think they like the hallway better than the stairs because they can get up to a really fast gallop
Yeah.
and they could just go.
Galomping,
Yeah.
as I like to call it.
It's pretty great. Yeah. And for work, this is a new addition that you won't see because it's in the back room and the office, but our woodworker and awesome friend Drew Graham built us shelving, serious hardcore shelving that can, you know, hold many hundreds of pounds of stuff. And now we have so much shelving, and that's actually what I was doing today, is just putting stuff back in places where it could be. And
Yeah, like we still have room for stuff.
oh my god, I'm so happy
It's
about that.
pretty freaking cool.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that will make us a more organized store. I mean, you're still working there.
That's true. I like to put things down.
Just anywhere. Just anywhere. Even if it's not safe.
Especially if it's not safe.
Yeah. All right, you want to get started?
I sure do. Hey, Danica, what dis?
I don't know. I can't even
What
read
dis?
that. You turn it around. Oh, hey, it's a Dungeons and Dragons annual. Do you like Dungeons and Dragons and annuals? You should read this comic.
Jim Zub is doing that. He's done a bunch of the IDW ones, probably like every other IDW one.
Here it is.
And you get just a big old fun story. Look, it's a bear owl. Yep, I'm correct about that.
I'm not going to fall for that. I'm not going to walk into that trap because I know what you're doing. It's incredibly rude.
Everybody loves a good bear owl.
You're a bard. Have some respect.
I'm a bard who doesn't know much about stuff. The poor eggs.
I mean, I think a bard who doesn't know much about stuff is kind of just being a bard.
Just a bard. He tosseth a coin to his witcher.
Oh yeah, we should watch the second season of that at some point.
I have not seen the first season. That is a you show.
Oh, that was a me show. Whoopsies. I can watch that whenever then.
Pandemi, baby. That was a
Yeah.
Pandemi show for Danica.
I've got to finish like 3 other shows then. I'll get to it. I mean, it's there.
I'm gonna need your help with this one.
Ooh, one sec. Ah, cord.
Ding, 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 ding. This is one of a couple books about murder that we're going to talk about this week. One of them actually came out last week, but it didn't get to us until late on Wednesday.
All right. The Deadliest Bouquet. Oop, oh no. Scrolly.
Book it.
Jasmine Hawthorne was a hard-edged Nazi hunter who trained her children well in the art of espionage. But in 1998, when her complicated past finally catches up with her, it's up to her 3 estranged daughters, Poppy, Rose, and Violet, to solve their mom's murders, if they can avoid killing each other in the process. Nazi hunter. That's cool.
I like a good Nazi hunter.
Yeah.
Way better than, I would say, a Nazi sympathizer. That is the variant edition guarantee. Blank. All right. Talk about something that I've already read. We've got Love Everlasting from Tom King and Elsa Chetier. They have been doing this on Ye Old Stackathon. That's its full name. Substance Stackathon the third. It is basically a genre-tripping horror story about a young woman who's essentially trapped in old pulp romance stories. It gets pretty wild.
Yeah.
And
I like it. Every time she falls in love, she's transported to a new story.
Yeah. And as she begins to piece together where she is, it really kind of comes in on her. So it's a little bit about the history of comics. It's a little bit about exploring the romance genre with a horror bent. And it's got absolutely fantastic covers and story and the whole deal. I love this book. I'm a little behind it on the Substack. You can actually read it for free. What? On the internet by searching out Love Everlasting. They've been releasing this for free. Now, I don't know if they will still have it now that it's going into print. I'm not sure what their plans are for that. But yeah, if you want to get a feel for what this is like, if you want to know if you want it in your life, I highly suggest checking it out. It's absolutely wonderful. It's I love Elsa Chetier's work. She did one of your favorite series from way back.
Actually, ironically, Infinite Loop.
Yeah, exactly. What was that one about again?
It was to I haven't read it in a few years, but it was like a time traveler fixer. And I remember
She falls in love with an anomaly.
Yeah, that's what it was. And she's supposed to destroy the anomalies, but the anomaly was a pretty lady. So
And so they smooch just little bits.
yeah.
Yeah. And I also loved her work from November. She does absolute outstanding stuff. She doesn't pick projects that she doesn't really believe in, that she can push kind of her comfort levels and a bit of storytelling stuff. So yeah, Love Everlasting, highly recommended. I'll be putting it in people's files. Why, and Andrew, there's 3 more because there's qualified variants that we did not take home. So many covers.
All right, what's next?
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, it's 007.
I don't think we have to explain James Bond.
I know. But this one, now normally you might know us as a store that does not really order from Dynamite for Shelf. Now, why exactly would we be ordering Dynamite for Shelf?
Why?
Well, this one's written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, who's been doing absolutely fantastic comics work, dating back to some of his indie stuff, where Warlords of Appalachia, quite some time ago, actually pre-2016, maybe 2016 itself, but pre-election in 2016, about like a far-right presidential candidate who really takes over, and kind of wild right wing militias start taking over parts of all of America, and there's some freedom fighters and whatnot. It is some wild stuff. So he's been doing some great work ever since then. He's currently absolutely killing it on the Superman Action Comics run that he's doing right now up in space, doing a Warlord story. And he wrote some of the best Superman that I've read in general. When he's doing Future State, Superman is stuck on World, getting the absolute heck beat out of him. And he does it over and over and over again, because they kind of revive him and go through it again. And the people that he's caught with realize that he's putting himself in harm's way to stop them from getting hurt. I go, why do you do this? And he goes, well, because I can protect you. Like, that's just how that's going to work. It was really nice. Anyways, amongst other things, the type of stories he tells mean he's a very good fit for James Bond. So if you like kind of James Bond storytelling, I do actually recommend this Dynamite book. Words that you don't hear very often from myself. Yeah, it's gonna be good. We have Samurai Doggy. I love the art in here. It's I don't want to say manga, but I would say it's kind of like a more kinetic Mirka and Dolfo.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Yep. During the Fourth War of the Sun, a small dog named Doggy experienced an irreparable trauma. His mother was brutally murdered, and his 8 brothers, still puppies, were kidnapped by a mysterious man. To save them, Doggy fought bravely against the terrible killer, but all his efforts were in vain, and he was left for dead. What nobody imagined was that a technological vulture scavenging the region for corpses would be the one to rescue the dying dog from death's scythe. Now, Doggy has become Samurai Doggy, and his only goal is to quench his thirst for revenge.
This is an extra thick book, so it's not like the Aftershock ones, number ones, which are kind of a $4.99 American price, and you get a full story and then some backup. Like, look at how many pages are in this. We get a nice map. That's a lot of story.
It's actually the same artist as Land of the Living Gods.
Oh wow!
Which is another one that you should definitely check out. Nobody is talking about. Okay, I shouldn't say nobody because I'm like not on the internet all the time. Not enough people are talking about Land of the Living Gods.
Hooray! Up next, Parker Girls from Terry Moore. This is somewhat a continuation from the Strangers in Paradise universe. You might know the Parker family from being good at murder and crime. Anyways, they have many operatives. This is more about that. If you like Terry Moore stuff, you're going to enjoy this. We got copies because number ones of Terry Moore stuff always sell out because nobody orders enough. So get on that, because as we do with Terry Moore series, we order a decent chunk of number one. We cut back real tight on number two. Not because we don't like his work, but we find that once we have the people who are on board, that's kind of where it lies throughout it. Also, his company is not on final order cutoff, so it makes it more difficult to catch up on those orders. So if you're into it, let us know. We'll make that happen for Yusuf.
I do enjoy books with maps.
It is a very good map. I would, yeah.
Buy for the map, stay for the comic.
Yeah. The art style really I wish I could show it. Because it's there's a lot of movement to it but it's soft. Yeah, it's cool. Remember the pre-pandemic times? I don't.
Nobody does.
Was there laughter? Was there sunshine? Who's to say? But there was a Gwen Stacy comic.
What?
Yeah. Set to be 5 issues, 2 issues got out from Christos Gage and Todd Knock before it stopped. And now you can get the whole 5 issues, 3 of which never printed before, like a whole trade's worth, a Marvel trade's worth of stuff, but Marvel trade's worth size
Why didn't they just make a trade?
for $10.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if something comes up in the trade division, then it has to be, this would have been $20. Whereas if you can justify putting it out like this and it's $10, which can kind of justify like, oh, well, I already bought 2 issues. So if that's $8, then you get 3 issues worth of content for that $10 basically, right? So that's the way I see it. So I like that version of it where, hey, Marvel's weirdly doing you a solid. And like, yes, you're going to have doubles in a little bit, but if they had put out these issues separately, you'd be paying more. If they put out a trade, you'd be paying more. You're getting 3 extra books for the price of like 2.5, I would say. Yeah. And if you got rid of your 1s and 2s because you're like, this is never going to finish. What? You got an all nice little thingy. Just a little thingy.
Okay. You win this round, Shots. Yeah. Oh, no. Ah!
He pressed the buttons. Danica's computer almost died. LOL. Andrew's correct. And also, we live in binge culture, like truly. I see a format of Andrew's helping us out, yelling at Max for us.
Thank you. He's completely stolen where I put my computer, and now he's just sitting there.
Return of the Max. Good times. Yeah.
Okay. So this came out last week, but we received it late. So we didn't get to talk about it, and I read it a few days ago, and it was amazing. In a world where older women who have been deemed useless to society are abandoned on an island, Golden Rage documents their golden years of making friends, baking dessert, and fighting to the death.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Murders. So Chrissy Williams has done a lot of editing for Kieran Gillen, and I think Jamie McKelvey as well.
Yeah,
Probably,
she did Die and Wicked and Divine, it says, yeah.
Yeah. She's doing her own dealy-hoo here with Lauren Knight on the Orts. And as Danica said, it's really good. The pitch truly is, what if Golden Girls but Fight Club?
Yeah. Battle Royale meets the Golden Girls.
Oh, yeah, Battle Royale.
Also, it has a Golden Girls quote on the back.
It sure does.
And honestly, who doesn't feel this?
Yeah. So yeah, not Fight Club.
Oh boy. I'm sorry. I'm just like watching Joy decide whether or not to just completely things up.
Some kittens just want to see the world burn.
What's next?
Next is Petting the Joy.
That's fair. Ah.
We have Dark Crisis, World Without a Justice League, Green Lantern. As Andrew pointed out today, and as he had pointed out last time one of these came out with the Superman one, we needed a solution for this in our system because all of them would have been called Dark Crisis, World Without a Justice. And we wouldn't know which issues that we're selling. So thank you, Universal, for how you build this and how it was taken into the system. DCW without a justice or without a JL name. That's how we're gonna have to remember to search it. So that'll be a big thing. This is one of a series of one-shots wherein the Justice League, if you've been following Dark Crisis, and if you haven't, spoilers for the general premise of it, the Justice League are dead. Or are they? They seem to be kept in these bubble worlds, basically. And given what they would like their world to be, truly. In a bid to really get them to stay for reasons, to power something wild, maybe? Hard to say. Anyways, this is another Philip Kennedy Johnston. So we're gonna get some good stuff there. And Fernando Blanco, who's been quietly been doing a lot of great work in DC over the past few years, just sort of somewhat quietly. He was doing a lot of great work on Catwoman and a bunch of other things. He's good. It also has a backup featuring Hawkgirl, as they do some of the non-marquee characters, I would say. In the backups, we've got another in the Ms. Marvel one-shots that go through Moon Knight, Wolverine, and Venom. 3 people that definitely would team up with Ms. Marvel. It actually works. And it kind of scratches that itch of like whenever Wolverine would show up in the Runaways and he'd be like, no, Molly, just please don't punch me again. And she would every time.
She's stronger than him.
Just punch the heck out of him, and toss him through a building. It was good times. It's got that energy. And finally, for the single issue. No, that's not finally for the single issues. There's so many single issues. The Return of Deceased. Da-da-da-da. It's the world where a bunch of bad stuff happens. And a lot of people died. Basically infected by like the anti-life equation. Has run through tech and everything like that. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yep. What he said. He has to deal with her because I'm too far away. There's a shiny cover. Ooh, a shiny. Ooh, a rare appearance of Joy. Hi. Look at your toe beans. Oh, I need to cut your nails. Look at your toe beans. She's like, I hate you guys so much. I hate you so much. Okay, walk away.
She's fighting the cord.
She's fighting the cord. So if the show ends abruptly, oh, that's great. That's going to look well. The show ends abruptly, you know why. She definitely bopped the camera.
Yeah, she sure did.
Anyway, there's a shiny cover about all the dead, not dead superheroes.
Acetate cover, baby. Yeah. So this is the third and final main series of Deceased. There's been a digital first series and a side series featuring a lot of the villains. This wraps up Tom Taylor and Trevor Hursane's big ol' friggin' run in this universe. What I love about Tom Taylor's story is like this is he keeps the heart of the characters, and so when terrible things are happening, it actually really hurts you quite a bit. He's really good at that, and it continues here. Two final ones, fairly quick because they're regular pitches. There's the Ghost Rider. Nope, there's the Ghost Rider one shot that Ben Percy's writing with Juan Jose Reap doing the art for. If you've been getting the regular Ghost Rider series, this is
No.
It's all good. Yeah, she is underneath the legs.
You might get that Dutch tilt
might need
after all.
to fix that. Anyways, this is in subscribers files for Ghost Rider because it is by the main series writer. And we also have Predator #1, which was supposed to happen in November of last year, but there was some rights issues. Maybe, I think so. But also, they seem to have timed this release very well with the Prey movie. That seems to be doing extremely well with people who like Predator stuff. Most people saying if it's not the best of all of the Predator movies, then it is second to Predator. But a lot of people are given that they're one or two position, basically. Ed Brisson and Kev Walker do some really good work here. Again, doing one of those things where you start caring about the characters and then wild bad stuff happens. They just ran out of the room and now Danica's closed the door.
I took the opportunity. I don't know if I straightened it. I think this is the best I can do. Sorry.
So now we're at graphic novel pile. Now, you'll notice Stack was here and now it's here.
Okay. So the rest of this show should be cat free. We hope. As long as Joy doesn't
Smash.
Kool-Aid Man through the door.
She might.
She could. Out of the four of them, I believe she's that chaotic. Yeah. Hey. So I wanted to order this for the store because I thought it sounded really nice, and I am plugging my way through it, and it is quite pleasant. In a future Japan, long after an environmental catastrophe, Alpha the android runs a small cafe in a seaside town. As she wonders if her absent owner will ever return, she stands witness to the twilight of humanity with coffee, a slice of watermelon, and the sound of her moon guitar. Alpha and her neighbors enjoy the melancholy beauty of life even as the end approaches. So this is called Yokohama Kadashi Kiku. Yeah, it's about a pretty lady android just chilling out waiting for her person, and I don't think they're coming back, but I don't know. This is volume 1 of a deluxe 5-volume set, so this is the first 24 chapters, and it's in English for the first time. So yeah, I thought I'd check it out.
It seems definitely our speed.
It is, yeah, it's really nice. There's, talking androids. There's a bit of magic going on with a bit of a humanoid sea creature. So there's more than you would think in it, but on the most of it, the surface is just people living life, kind of trading watermelons for coffee if they have too many watermelons, or just kind of trying to live life together.
I love that. That's outstanding.
Yeah. So yeah, if this sounds any interesting to you, definitely recommend.
So we have two volumes of the graphic adaptations of the Bailey School Kids. We've got Vampires Don't Wear Polka Dots, and Frankenstein Doesn't Plant Petunias. For those who don't know of the Bailey School Kids, they're a rambunctious bunch who definitely see adults in interesting light. Always be a cab. No wait. A pad. All parents are bad. But yeah, it basically goes through them just being like, man, there's something wrong about these teachers, this who's it's, this what's it's, and generally being proven maybe right, possibly. It's always good to be suspicious. What I
Always be suspicious of your elders, kids.
Indeed. What I like about this is as part of a graphic novel summary style reading program, this first volume is just $4.99 Canadian. They get you on the second one, it's $9.99. So if this is something you or your children's are interested in, I would highly suggest checking out a nice monetarily friendly version of this book. A waifu. There you go.
One sec. Oh, cool. Hi, Kingsley. We're doing just great.
Pretty good, I gotta say.
Hope you're doing well. Maybe it's something with creating life, I'm guessing.
Maybe. I mean, like also the vampires thing too, like
Polka dots.
polka dots. It's a tried and true Bailey Kids School thing. Those books were very much in my elementary school.
Oh, sweet. All right, next up is Star Knights. Hi. What makes a hero? Tad is a simple frog who wants to become a legendary Star Knight.
Just a frag.
Just a little frog. Determined to out-hop his mud dweller fate, Tad finds himself on a magical journey with a surprise group of adventurers, including the Star King. It's a race against time as Tad searches for a way to take the Star King to the moon so that he can bring peace to the forest and prove that anyone can be a hero, even a frag.
The good to the moon and not like
No.
stonks to the moon.
This is really cute. Oh my god, this is adorable.
Right?
The frog has like a leaf hat.
We can
Ooh.
show people this one.
I love him. Okay.
Random House graphic. So basically, single issues and Marvel content we can't really show until Wednesday because it's embargoed. But this is from Penguin Random House.
Here.
Baby, these books come out on Tuesdays. But yeah, nice gentle art.
Yeah.
Good all ages storytelling, and Random House Graphic has just been doing some outstanding books. If you see their little logo on any book, definitely take a look. They have been including that on a wider range of graphic novels, not ones just curated by that line's specific editors. But the ones curated by them very specifically are just absolutely outstanding. And then the other ones are like usually pretty good, but not like can't miss as the main graphic line is. What was the Trungles book called?
Oh god, which one?
Magic Fish?
Oh yeah, the Magic Fish.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's done a few.
I think that's actually my favorite book of the last decade. Just an absolutely beautiful story about how stories and mythology, how it can change in different cultures, what it means to different people, and how they can help a person find who they are and express themselves when communication might be a little bit harder between himself, his parents, where he can speak fairly fluent English, but his parents can't because they've come over from I want to say, is it Japan?
I don't recall. Sorry.
Brandon, you should be better at this. Anyways, it's absolutely fantastic. I would put it into people's hands. Also, the dresses in it are outstanding.
That's true.
And that's a fun something to say. Like, and also, my goodness, the dresses.
Some good art in there.
Hard switch.
Oh, very much so.
I brought both of these home.
Okay.
Because the second volume of Maniac of New York is out. The first one, Maniac Harry, is inhuman, unkillable, and unstoppable, which is why Authority's solution has been to ignore him and let New Yorkers adapt to a world where death can strike at any moment. You might see why I like this book. When Maniac Harry starts killing his way through the subway system, trauma-haunted political aide Gina Green and disgraced NYPD detective Zelda Pettibone are determined to go rogue and destroy him. But how can they fight a monster that they can't when they can't fight City Hall? And the second one, mild spoilers. After the tragedy of Maniac of New York, Detective Zelda Pettibone and mayoral aide Gina Green have lost the trail of the maniac and the support of the city. Copycats are springing up. Tensions are high and traffic is a nightmare. So what happens when your favorite unstoppable mindless killer resurfaces in the Bronx at a high school? Can Zelda and Gina get there before Maniac Harry adds to his body count? Will the students tear their attention away from their phones long enough to notice there's a monster in the halls? You might see some metaphors here. It's actually handled quite well. And yeah, that's kind of where I like my horror to land. Not anything essentially gratuitous for gratuitous sake. But with like a little bit of like a, so you know this is bad, right? Yeah. Kingsley, you're right. I forgot to bring that home. Forgot to set that up. That'll be next week's show.
Sorry.
We'll make that happen.
Thank you for the reminder.
You missed it earlier in the episode, but and we weren't very specific, but aforementioned life stuff really had us for a loop this weekend. It was a fun weekend.
We're okay now. Yes, I have been waiting for this because I think it was supposed to come out like 6 months ago. I don't even know anymore. They pushed it back 3 times. Zatanna, the Jewel of Gravesend. Very excited.
It's got very Jen Bartel vibes to it, especially in the coloring.
Yes. There's more to the mobsters, mystics, and mermaids at the last stop of on the DFQ train. Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue. Zatanna's not your typical New Yorker. She walks her giant rabbit on a leather leash down the boardwalk. I love this. Lives in a colossal architectural wonder known as the Golden Elephant. Had her first kiss in the haunted Hellgate ride. And wouldn't have it any other way. But the time for having fun in Luna Park comes to an end when a mystic's quest for a powerful jewel unravels everything Zatanna thought she knew about herself and her beloved neighborhood. Mysteries and magic surround her as she reveals the truth about her family's legacy and confronts the illusion that has been cast over her entire life. Sorry, it's when I read. It's when I read.
I know.
Just chill.
Still need a button.
Yeah, I'll give you a button.
Alrighty. So this one isn't new. But this one is finally getting to us after several order attempts. And then basic somewhat neglect.
From our end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow up after but we placed that order. Gap of time. But we placed that order. again. Anyways. Also, it is something that Andrew wrote down on his list when he first started working for us as one that we should stock because he highly recommends it.
Mm-hmm.
Enigma from Pete Milligan and Duncan Fegredo. The definitive edition. It's big. It's fancy. It's from the Burger Books line.
It's got a ribbon. It's a classy book.
Oh, it's got a bookmark ribbon. Very nice. This book is about the truth, says Grant Morrison. And then the description continues, and it comes with consequences. For Michael Smith, the truth is about what he wants, who he desires, and who he really is. When his favorite comic book character, the Enigma, comes to life, Michael is thrown into an obsessive and dangerous quest to find his childhood hero while confronting a host of bizarre and deadly villains along the way. After a life of running from himself, Michael is finally chasing the truth, and it will set him free if he's brave enough to face it. This lavish edition of the award-winning groundbreaking tale of self-discovery and sexual identity features new introductions by Peter Milligan and Duncan Fegredo and over 50 pages of developmental art and never-before-seen illustrations and behind-the-scenes esoterica.
Esoterica.
Sweet.
You love esoterica.
I do love esoterica. When your brain does the letter jumble, this read to me as behind-the-scenes erotica.
Oh, that's in the definitive oversized collection.
Yeah, I had to stop and just be like, esoterica.
Yeah. For anyone who is interested in finding out more about Andrew's taste in graphic novels, but doesn't feel comfortable talking to him, I don't know, if maybe you're nervous, maybe you're not a people person, who knows. There's a shelf at the front that we have on display right now. That's all Andrew's picks. He did it himself. He's been refilling it, and I think it's a really cool mix. You can find out more about him. You can find out more about anyone through what books they have, which soon.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool because he and I have very different tastes, and so I like getting that other side of things because I can get very focused, like tunnel focused.
Yeah.
Even when he picks music in the store, there's songs he plays, mixes he plays that I'm like, I forgot I like this band. It's such a good reminder.
Yeah.
So I super appreciate having this third outlook, this third voice in the store.
It's really cool. Because our spheres of influence, I'll say I've been feeling myself the time that I have to read a lot of the other stuff, that a lot of my sphere of influence seems to be contracting a lot, and I definitely like there to be more coverage. And Andrew A has great taste in books, and B and I say this fondly, a very unique style of enjoyment into storytelling and things like that. And I like the meta elements that I'm seeing in here. Yeah. I'm describing that extremely poorly.
Oh.
We say that mostly because our store is built on introverts.
Yes.
And there's been people that took a year to a year and a half before they even started talking to us. We would just sort of like, hey, are you looking for anything particular? And they'd be like, nope.
So I realized that I did say that. I didn't mean it like how you're taking it.
I think he's taking it well.
But we all have the anxiety. Don't worry. I just want everyone to feel comfortable. Like if they're just like, that guy seems too cool for me, I'm just going to look at his books. That's totally fine. Because that's going to happen to someone. And it's A-okay.
The coolest guy in the room, Andrew.
Yeah.
And truly.
Compared to us, yeah. Can you lift that? Can you lift that? Is that okay? Oh, poor baby. What am I saying now? What?
It's true. Yeah.
Aw, thank you. All right, next up, we have this beautiful big book about Kevin Keller Celebration.
It's his 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, this is really nice. It stands up on its own.
It's a thick boy.
Ever since Kevin Keller made his first appearance in the pages of Veronica 202 way back when, he's gone on to appear in hundreds of pages of stories, including his own series. Now, for the first time ever, legendary comic artist Dan Parent, Archie Comics, and Kickstarter. Okay, I guess there was a Kickstarter
It was
version.
originally kickstarted, yeah.
Cool. Then we got it. Are proud to present this gorgeous bookshelf-worthy omnibus celebrating Kevin Keller's first decade in comics.
It's got
Yeah.
all of his starring stories, including the digital series Life with Kevin. They did.
Nice.
Um,
And it's got exclusive artwork and guest write-ups and a brand new Kevin story.
only available in this volume.
What?
Now, I love Archie Comics because they don't understand Canadian conversion rates. No, seriously, look at the back. So if we got this through Diamond, this would cost us way more.
Oh, those cute little angels. They think the exchange rate is that low.
Regular US is $49.99. Their Canadian price is, I believe,
$54.99.
$54.99. Bless you. Bless your hearts.
Bless your hearts.
I super love it. I also like that this is the 10th year anniversary thing, and because they're Archie and they know their audience, ever since Kevin Keller made his first appearance in the pages of Veronica 202, way back when.
Way back when, a decade ago, nobody remembers.
Way back in the recesses of your adolescence, there was a time.
Do you remember joy? Do you remember hope? Find it here.
Do you remember the days when your parents and or adults in your life generally shielded you from the horrors of the world? Well, you can revisit that time with nostalgia. Nostalgia eats it with your face.
The new drug. God. What's next?
I think I lost that thread near the end of it, but I still like that. Like the
Just
bit.
eats it with your face.
The X lives and X deaths of Wolverine. This cover came to us a little bit late, even though we ordered it at the same time as the other covers.
Whee.
Um,
Pew, pew, pew. But
I love the current everything. Anyways, this kicked off the current season of X-Men stuff happening right now. Sort of like pushing forward from the end of Hickman's involvement in the X-Men line and going forward. It is an exploration of Wolverine's history and the future of the X-Men books in general. It was a lot of fun. I read it on Marvel Unlimited when it was all said and done. I was reading most of it all the way through, and then I got behind because it comes out weekly.
yeah, no, weekly series are, I was gonna say nice. They're not nice, but they're hard to follow unless you're just actually, if you're running a comic store, they're hard to keep up.
Yeah, and especially if you run it like we do. So
we're so tired.
there's reading just the things that you like, and then there's reading in order to gain a lot of product knowledge, which is what we do. And as much as I love this was I got to it when I could, and not I need to read this week because I need you to know what it's about. I would never not do what we do, but I'll admit sometimes it's just like, but I want to read the fun thing. I want to read the goofums. Oh.
Meanwhile, I'm on, on the couch on whenever, just reading my all ages graphic novels. So what am I doing?
No, it's good. That's how we are able to well recommend to libraries and families.
Which is kind of my cap these days.
Indeed.
All right, we've got a novel about friends, money, and the occasional duck bun. A Career in Books. Written and illustrated by Kate Gavino. So, good. Yeah, we'll fix the lighting in here so it's not so yellow.
I needed to press the yawn button on myself just there.
Aww. We're such losers.
Just a really sad reggaeton air horn. Bow, 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 bow.
Okay. Shirin, Nina, and Sylvia have just gotten their first jobs in publishing at a university press, a traditional publisher, and a trust fund kids indie publisher, respectively. And it's great.
It's probably fine. Also,
They do like a
Shruggy
shrug.
emoji.
It was amazing. On the back of a book. Seriously, I kind of love that. They know they're paying their dues and the challenges they encounter. Nope, not gonna yawn. Shirin's boss just assumes she knows Cantonese. Nina cannot get promoted by sheer force of will, and Sylvia has to deal with daily microaggressions. Are just part of a career in books. When they meet their elderly neighbor, Veronica Vo, and discover she's a Booker Prize winner dubbed the Tampax Tolstoy by the press. Sounds real.
That seems
I don't
chill.
believe this is fiction.
That seems real chill.
Each woman finds a thread of inspiration from Veronica's life to carry on her own path and experience.
I heard a threat. A threat of inspiration.
I like that, actually. I'm
Yeah.
going to use that. I might have to use a threat of inspiration on you sometimes to
Yeah.
get your button gear.
Yeah.
To carry on her own path and experiences twists, revelations, and surprises ahead. Wow. Yes. Holy crackers. No, this sounds very real, and I don't like it. No, it's probably amazing, but it's definitely going to be very, very real to what publishing is for women, and especially women of color.
Yay.
Not great out there. Yay. But you should read this book, and maybe you'll get a threat of inspiration.
We've got another hard case crime graphic novel. Frank Lee After Alcatraz. Bank robber, escape artist, genius. This thrilling graphic novel imagines what Frank Lee's life might have been like after performing one of the most dangerous escapes of all time. On June 11th, 1962, Frank Lee Morris performed the most daring feat of all, escaping from Alcatraz. He was never found, presumed to have drowned in the San Francisco Bay. The FBI's case remains open to this day. But what if he survived that fateful night? A free man, a second chance. Immortalized by Clint Eastwood in the 1979 film Escape from Alcatraz, writer David Hastida and artist Ludwig Chestnut. Imagine what Frank did next. So this is basically like a DB Cooper book, except for people who escape Alcatraz.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing story. I mean, it's more than likely he simply drowned, but I like the what ifs. That's why I like DB Cooper stories, because it is more than likely that he simply just died in the forest and animals ate all of him. But it's exciting to think maybe he got away with it.
Yeah. I figured, Sean, you and Kate wouldn't be around this time
Hi.
because, as you say, no internets. But I hope you're settling into your new place nicely.
Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Yeah, and we're gonna live like just down the
5-10
road ish from
minutes
each
away
other.
From you cannot get rid of us. Yes, close
It's
friends.
a threat of inspiration there.
Threat of friendship.
Variant edition, threatening you with friendship since
2015.
yeah.
Be our friend. Be our friend. Be our friend. Hi. Hey, you have a big book.
So we get requests constantly. Do you have Simpsons comics? Do you have Simpsons comics? Well, they haven't made them in a long time. but they're starting to collect some of them for the first time in a long time. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. This is the first of 3 omnibuses that collect all the tales from the Treehouse of Horror comics that they did. What was really cool about the Treehouse of Horror comics was that they really ran the gamut of all kinds of independent comic creators and just creators in general. There's a whole bunch of wild people in here that I'll try and... Oh, what's this? Ooh, fancy.
Funky.
Does this cover glow in the dark? It does. We can't test it out right now.
No. Blackout.
Blang. But it has... Are you guys not going to list the creators up front? Jeepers creepers, folks. That's upsetting. Anyways, it has a lot of really cool people. Like the first one I'm paging to right now is Mike Allred.
I'm shocked.
And he does like a pitch perfect style. My goodness. But
Okay, it's good. I didn't heard it.
they ended up doing sort of a lot of off-model stuff in these, which is really cool. Paul Dini and Dan Brereton.
What?
Yeah,
There's some wild shading in that one.
exactly. Like there's a lot of kind of... There's one by Alice Cooper, whatever.
Sure. I thought I saw Alice Cooper in that story, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So there's like a whole bunch of stuff in here. Now, the one thing that I will tell people is this doesn't collect the full issues itself. It collects the stories by theme. So it grabs from a whole bunch of different...
Okay, invasions from beyond, technology run amok. Okay. Chilling killer thrillers from the shadows. So yeah, it's categories. That's cool.
Yeah. So this has got to be Evan Dorkin. It sure is.
Yeah, I can see it.
Anyways, there's a whole lot of really cool stuff in here. And yeah, it's pretty cost effective too for just being a monster of a book. It's like $50, I think.
Yeah.
50 Canadian.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
No. I've seen smaller omnibuses than this cost more than this.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, very excited for us to be able to be like, yes, there is some Simpsons comics that you can get from us. We'll see how long we can keep this in print, in stock for. Because I would like to sell it for a long time. And other Simpsons stuff. Just print it. You got literally hundreds of them. Print them.
It's like printing money.
Print them. All right. Thank you all for watching. I forgot something.
The mirrors in the living room. That's on me.
Yeah. You might be seeing some cats.
That's fine. We can let them back in.
Yay.
Yeah, sorry. I did get the camera though, which was the most important part. It was charging in the kitchen, so I was kind of going around the house collecting bits and pieces. Maybe I should go. I think he's gonna get stuck. Okay, I'm gonna go.
I would take down the camera, basically the way it's set up right now.
Full joy mode.
Full joy mode, yeah. So yeah, I guess also this week, what's happened in the wider world is all of that HBO Max wildness with Batgirl getting canceled. We had a commenter on our Facebook. I deleted it. Basically saying like, no, it wasn't canceled for X, Y, and Z reasons. It was canceled because it was terrible, and people who keep pushing that all white male superheroes are toxic are finally the executives are finally learning that just replacing white people superheroes are bad and don't make any money and nobody likes it. And I deleted that comment. I deleted it because it's wrong. HBO Max and Discovery stopped it because during a certain period of time when you're doing a merger like this, you can straight up cancel things and get huge tax rebates for them. And they're trying to get rid of some stuff that doesn't fit in their new mindset, which is a thing that happens a lot when new regimes take over, is they'll let a lot of things approved by the old regime die on the vine rather than be popular outside of their fingerprints, basically.
Kingsley left a comment that he would like a treehouse.
We can make that happen for you, Kingsley.
Yeah. And I put up Andrew's comment earlier. So yeah, no, I've heard nothing bad about Sandman, which is fantastic. So looking forward to seeing that. It'll be a little down the road just because we have other shows that we have to finish, and I really want to stop adding shows because it's getting a bit of
We've wrapped up a couple things, I think.
Yeah, I would still like to finish Umbrella Academy from last year
No, from this summer.
or this summer. Either way,
Yeah, well,
I felt bad.
Lock and Key starts again.
We didn't finish season 2.
Yeah, it starts this Friday.
Okay, well,
Or
anyway,
maybe tomorrow. I can't remember. Regardless.
I don't know. So yeah, if you're wondering if we're caught up on X show, fill in the blank. It's just the answer's no.
Sandman, we feel like, is going to be more of an all-in-one experience for us. So yeah, we're trying to clear the plate instead of just like, yeah, we saw one. It was a thing. You know? Anyways.
Okay. Thank you.
Also,
yes.
Andrew will be able to talk to you about Sandman, and you can see Andrew at our store Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 11 to 6:30, and Saturday from 11 to 5.
Yep.
So you can talk to him about Sandman's because he's seen it.
I wouldn't recommend you talk to me about Sandman because I will just nod and smile. Unless that's the conversation you want, then live your best life, man.
Sometimes that is what people are looking for.
Yeah, especially with me. Oh, she's the girl. She doesn't know anything.
She's the girl.
I'm like, okay.
Um,
I do like my job, I swear.
Thank you all for watching this week and checking in with us. We thank you so much. As always, we're taking a look through this magic mirror. We're seeing you and saying thank you for being here. And we will always be here for you as well. So we're seeing...
Oh, that was me. Sorry.
Ooh. We're seeing Ben. Hello. Gotta dial in the frequencies here to see people properly. I see Jason.
I see trouble.
I see the one and only Foley. Hello, hello. I see Patrick. Bam, 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 bam. I see Sharik. Thanks for checking in. I see Kingsley. I see Sean. Thanks for popping in too.
Yes. Thank you, Sean and Kate. I hope your move went well. We miss you.
Absolutely. And yeah, that's it. We're gonna start reading things.
Yeah. Woo! Reading.
Yes. And yeah, with that, we will see you all again very soon. Maybe in store, maybe here next week. Who's to say? Used to say.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
right.
for watching.
Bye.
Bye.